All right, Twitter replaces super follows with subscriptions. Elon says the company won't take a cut of creators' earnings for the first year. Oh, they really, really, really want this alternative revenue. They want to get this alternative revenue going. And I don't know, maybe we're poised to take advantage of it. Maybe there's some way we can enable it. I know we have like a tremendous audience over here. I don't know what we would do for them, though. What kind of exclusive content could we even do? I guess we could do... like votes or topics pre-show. I'm trying to think, who is this for, and how functional will it be for content creators? Because Elon I think he's right in his assumption that if you attract content creators and they bring their audiences, all of a sudden you got yourself a platform.
Add some video content
instantaneously,
some live streaming or something. It could definitely be some sort of competitor.
But you have to incentivize those content creators, because that's what the other platforms are doing.
Yeah.
The other platforms have ways of incentivizing content creators, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or whatever. And those incentivizers are often just tools that are built in that they want to use and that audiences can interact with, whether it's a super follow, super chat, super this or super that.
Rhyming. Okay.
Okay, so here's what he says. Apply to offer your followers subscriptions of any material, from long-form text to hours-long video. Just tap on monetization in settings. For the next 12 months, Twitter will keep none of the money. You will receive whatever money we receive. So that's 70% of subscriptions on iOS and Android. They charge 30%. And 92% on the web. Could be better depending on the payment processor. That is some high processing fees. But that's why he says somewhere in that neighborhood. After the first year, iOS and Android fees drop to 15%, and we will add a small amount on top of that depending on volume. We will also help promote your work. Our goal is to maximize creator prosperity. This is a move, man. I promise you, this doesn't sound like much, but this is a move. At any point, you can leave our platform and take your work with you. Easy in, easy out. Yes. It's all about the way that it's implemented, how easy it is for creators, and how lucrative it becomes immediately. So it will come down to the users that follow those creators and whether they engage with it. Mm-hmm. So it's as much about me having a take on it as it is about the people that watch this show. If all of a sudden I had some sort of like exclusive thing or some sort of a way of interacting that was improved, would you be willing to pay a subscription on Twitter to access that as some sort of super fan? And then what would that amount be? Is it like $1? Is it like $2? Like, what is it? What is that worth? And then what are you hoping for back in return? Because obviously this works on certain platforms. You don't even need to name names. But in those cases, the transactions are extremely obvious. Mm-hmm. I just wonder what the Twitter version of that is.
Yeah, and also how do we create content that is more valuable on Twitter instead of like short form?
Well, he's
like
saying
TikTok
that you can put hours of content on there. I think there's an option, an interactive option. Like if you could grant preference if it comes to like questions or topics that people want to talk about. You could be like, we're going to go straight to our subscribers for that feedback. Or I don't know, though. It's like this is all...
Will Twitter become like an OnlyFans as well?
Well, that's what they're suggesting, right? That's definitely who they're targeting with this. And there's a lot of money to be made there. And I don't know what their rules are going to be around the type of content. Oh, here we go. The details of the program seem to be largely unchanged from Super Follows, though, even though they changed the name. Creators charge between $2.99, $4.99, and $9.99 with exclusive content including subscriber-only chats in Twitter Spaces. Okay, that might be cool. Subscriber-only chat in Twitter Space, but couldn't you kind of do mimic that on YouTube as well?
Oh, we're doing that right now.
No, I'm saying that if you actually want to have an interaction, I know I try to pay attention to chat as much as possible, but if you actually wanted
like a phone call,
or like
multiple
maybe like 1 to 10, like a hangout.
Yeah,
you could do it on YouTube, I think, through memberships. Everybody wants a piece of this action, and I don't know who's going to implement it the best, but they want to get in on that business and essentially be one of those places that maybe through their implementation happens to be the place of choice for content creators. I don't know if that's going to happen. I appreciate the effort, obviously, and I think it is the right track. I just think it's harder to do than it sounds, because creators get entrenched in their own kind of formulas. They're the platforms that they're used to that are already rewarding or already in motion, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it happens to be. But
here's a crazy, I think, something that will happen or may happen. What if Congress does ban TikTok and then all the creators there go to Twitter?
But I don't think that the TikTok Twitter transition is the obvious one. I think TikTok Instagram is way more obvious.
I guess because the infrastructure is there.
Well, it's exactly what they're used to.
Yeah.
If you're posting on, when we're posting short content, Twitter is at the bottom of our list right now. I'll just straight up tell you that, Elon. It's at the bottom. Like, we don't even really format for it or worry about it because Twitter and video just don't really go hand in hand right now.
Yeah.
That perception, you bump into video there, you're kind of scrolling past it. I don't know what that is. That has the potential to change. Maybe it's our fault. Maybe if we focus there more, things would behave differently over there. But at the moment, it's the video formula that's applicable on TikTok is also fairly applicable on Instagram Reels, and also fairly applicable on YouTube Shorts, and also fairly applicable on Facebook. Twitter for us often becomes the odd one out, but maybe we should change that. Maybe let's experiment with this, Will.
All right.
See what happens.